One of the common misconceptions about Darth Nihilus is the claim that he was unable to force drain Visas Marr when he destroyed Qatar. However, this argument falls apart when we look at the Unseen Unheard comic, which makes it clear that Nihilus deliberately spared her rather than failing to consume her. In Unseen Unheard, we see that after Nihilus annihilates Qatar, he deliberately approaches Visas Marr, and rather than draining her, he takes her as his apprentice. If he was incapable of draining her, why won't he just leave her to die like the rest? Instead, he chooses her for a reason. While it's true that Nihilus' hunger is always present, it's not some mindless force he can't control. He actively chooses who and what to consume. If he couldn't stop himself, he would be constantly feeding on his own crew aboard the Ravager. Instead, we see that he keeps them alive, which means he can decide when and who to drain. Another key piece of evidence is her role in Nihilus' plans. He didn't just let her leave, he made her his envoy, his mouthpiece. He likely sensed something in her, perhaps her potential or her connection to the Force, and decided she would be more useful alive. If Nihilus had truly failed to drain her, she would have just been another corpse on Qatar, not his apprentice. The idea that Nihilus couldn't drain Visas Marr simply doesn't hold up when you look at Unseen Unheard. The comic shows what he chose to spare her, likely because he saw value in her. Nihilus was a being of hunger, but he wasn't completely without control. If he were, he wouldn't have been able to function at all. Visas lived not because Nihilus failed, but because he wanted her to.